way you have access to them. So go in the folders where your songs are, select the song you want, hit next, tells you it's going to play at second hour this time every day. Go ahead and hit finish, and your task is now scheduled. It should pop up on your screen right away that you have a task scheduled for whatever you called it. I can go over here to the task schedule library, and there it's second hour. It's going to pop up at 9:43 a.m. every day. So here in a second, you notice my time. I'm going to have a song that's going to pop up and start playing in Windows Media Player. If your computer does not use Windows Media Player, it probably uses the VLC. It looks like a little orange cone with white lines on it. It might use that. Can be used for whatever purpose I want it to be used for. Signal the end of the hour, signal time to clean up, whatever. So that is how you schedule a task. If you have any questions, please make sure you ask. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Hi, guys. Dustin here from Edge.
Yep, you can. Yeah, so over here on the task scheduler, again, it's a little different. But if I create a task, open, Word, Doc, ABC. I want this to happen, and your options there. You can do daily, weekly, monthly, one time. So this is also useful for administrators. You can implement tasks and push those out in GPOs to machines that are on your domain. What does GPO mean?
Group Policy Object.
Right, it means Group Policy Object. That's something that y'all covered in A+. So a Group Policy Object is a file, and it contains policies, and those can include things like tasks from this that you deploy as an Active Directory administrator using ADAC on your domain controller in your network. And you're able to, for example, if I wanted all these machines in this room to run disk defrag every month, then I could schedule that as a task and push that out as a group policy object. And then all the machines would do that at a given time every month. I can also do it when a specific event is logged. So for example, if I see someone opened a certain program, I can have it execute the task when that happens. Let's say we're going to have this happen one time, and it's going to happen, still hasn't synced with NTP, so it's 6:27 p.m. right now. I want this to happen at 6:28.
Running out of time. Right? You're not gonna make it.
Word, next, finish.
Yeah, already 28.
Is it?
Yeah, you missed it.
And it's open and still open anyway?
Is it open?
Oh,
There
it goes.
Just happened.
There you go.
It's because of the seconds.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Wow, that's cool.
All right, I'm just going to briefly talk about Network Places Wizard because that will just take a minute before we go to lunch. Okay, so as I mentioned, there's usually a lot of ways to launch things in Windows. Network Places Wizard is just one way to do it. You got to type in what?
Net, PL,
Net,
PL,
PL, Wiz. So that's gonna pull this up. Now this is actually the advanced user accounts interface. Now why they call this the Network Places Wizard is kind of beyond me. But that's what this is.
Advanced user account wizard?
It's the advanced user accounts interface, yeah. So this is an easy way to change things about users. If I can change them from a different group, like from a standard user to an administrator or so forth. If I'm an administrator, I can change the password for a particular user down here on the bottom. Now, one thing that you might have noticed is that down here, when I don't want to sign out right now, because I've got a lot of stuff open. But if when you might have noticed when I signed in, it didn't just allow me to hit any key and then give me the password box. Instead, it said press Control or Delete to sign in.
Secure log.
That is the secure sign-in feature down here, and I always enable that when I set up Windows. And the reason for that is because if you don't have that enabled, malware can masquerade as your sign-in screen and have you press any key and then record your password. So if you, because Control-Alt-Delete is what type of sequence, key sequence? It's a master system interrupt sequence. So Control-Delete doesn't go to, it can't be routed to any other application. It goes directly to the kernel. When I press Control-Delete, I'm going to get this right here. And there's no way around that. That's why if you're using virtualization, if you're using VirtualBox or something, that's why you can't press Control-Delete on your keyboard and actually execute that inside your virtual machine. Instead, you have to go to the keyboard menu, insert Control-Delete, and it fakes a Control-Delete sequence to the host operating system that you have, or to the guest operating system that you have installed. So if malware was to fake your login screen and tell you to hit Control-Delete, you would just get the blue screen. Windows controls what happens with that sequence, so when you have that enabled, you have to hit that before hitting your password. You're also able to do advanced user management with local users and groups here. This is all the accounts that you would see by default on a system, even if you just have one account set up.
Holding it for a while.
You would see all these always. Administrator is always going to be an account there.
So this is new Net Wizard Plus?
Now, this is actually through LUSR MGR, but you can get to that by clicking here on Advanced User Management and NetPLWiz. And then you can manage your password. So that's what you can do with NetPLWiz. Okay.
You type that word again?
Yeah, you got to go down here, NetPLWiz.
Okay.
Get to that.
Hidden command, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when we get to it?